Nikola Tesla knew something that the scientific establishment didn't want you to discover. He understood that everything in our universe operates on frequencies and vibrations, and that spiritual energy isn't just some mystical concept. It's a real, measurable force that can be harnessed and used. Before we dive deeper into this fascinating topic, I'd love to know where you're watching from today. Drop a comment below and let me know your location. And if you find this information valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated with more eye-opening content like this. Tesla once said that if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This wasn't just philosophical speculation. Tesla had discovered something profound about the nature of reality itself. He realized that consciousness and spiritual energy operate on specific frequencies, just like radio waves or electromagnetic fields. Think about your own experiences for a moment. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable, even though nothing seemed wrong? Or perhaps you've met someone and instantly felt a strong connection without knowing why. These aren't coincidences. You're actually sensing the energetic frequencies that surround us all the time. Tesla's experiments went far beyond the electrical inventions we know him for today. He was exploring what he called non-physical phenomena, the invisible forces that influence our daily lives. He discovered that human consciousness itself generates measurable electromagnetic fields. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions create actual energy patterns that can be detected and even influenced. This is where things get interesting. Tesla found that certain frequencies could enhance human intuition and spiritual awareness. He built devices that could generate specific electromagnetic fields designed to expand consciousness. People who experienced these frequencies reported heightened psychic abilities, clearer thinking, and deeper spiritual insights. But here's what the establishment didn't want people to know. If consciousness operates on frequencies, then it can be influenced, manipulated, and controlled through electromagnetic means. Tesla realized this had enormous implications. The same technology that could enhance spiritual awareness could also be used to suppress it. Consider how this applies to our modern world. We're constantly surrounded by electromagnetic frequencies from cell phones, Wi-Fi networks, power lines, and countless electronic devices. These artificial frequencies create what scientists call electromagnetic pollution. Your natural spiritual sensitivity gets clouded by this constant electronic noise. Tesla understood that clear spiritual perception requires a clean electromagnetic environment. He designed his laboratory in Colorado Springs specifically to minimize electromagnetic interference. In this pristine environment, he conducted experiments that seemed to defy the laws of physics as we understood them then. One of Tesla's most remarkable discoveries involved what he called wireless power transmission. But this wasn't just about sending electricity through the air. He found that the Earth itself acts as a massive conductor of spiritual energy. The planet has its own electromagnetic field, known today as the Schumann resonance, which vibrates at approximately 7.83 Hz. This frequency isn't random. It matches the frequency of human brain waves during deep meditation and spiritual experiences. Tesla realized that when we align our consciousness with the Earth's natural frequency, we tap into a vast reservoir of spiritual energy that surrounds our planet. Ancient cultures understood this connection intuitively. Sacred sites like Stonehenge, the pyramids of Egypt, and Machu Picchu were all built on locations where the Earth's electromagnetic field is particularly strong. These weren't just religious centers. They were spiritual energy amplifiers, designed to enhance human consciousness through frequency alignment. Tesla's research revealed that prayer, meditation, and spiritual practices actually generate measurable electromagnetic signatures. When groups of people pray or meditate together, their combined electromagnetic fields create a resonance effect that can influence the surrounding environment. This explains why group meditation has been shown to reduce crime rates and increase overall well-being in communities. But powerful interests recognized the threat this knowledge posed to their control systems. If people understood that they could access unlimited spiritual energy and enhance their consciousness through frequency alignment, they would become much harder to manipulate and control. The suppression began subtly. Tesla's later research papers were classified by the government after his death. His most advanced discoveries about consciousness and spiritual energy were locked away from public view. The scientific community was directed to focus only on the material applications of his work, ignoring the spiritual dimensions entirely. Meanwhile, certain frequencies known to suppress spiritual awareness were introduced into our environment. Low-frequency electromagnetic fields, particularly those around 60 Hz used in our electrical power grid, have been shown to interfere with natural brain wave patterns associated with intuition and spiritual insight. This isn't accidental. There's documented evidence that certain government agencies have researched the use of electromagnetic frequencies for crowd control and consciousness manipulation. Project MKUltra included experiments with electromagnetic fields designed to influence human behavior and suppress psychic abilities. The introduction of fluoride into public water supplies serves a similar purpose. The pineal gland, often called the third eye in spiritual traditions, is particularly sensitive to fluoride exposure. This small gland in your brain produces DMT and other compounds associated with spiritual experiences. Fluoride calcifies the pineal gland, reducing its ability to produce these consciousness-expanding chemicals. Tesla discovered that the pineal gland acts as a natural antenna for spiritual frequencies. When it's functioning properly, it can receive and transmit information across vast distances through what he called the cosmic internet. This natural ability to access universal consciousness posed a significant threat to those who profit from keeping people ignorant and dependent. Modern research has confirmed many of Tesla's observations. Scientists have found that consciousness isn't produced by the brain. It's received by it, like a radio tuning into different stations. Your brain acts as a frequency decoder, translating spiritual energy into thoughts, emotions, and insights. This explains phenomena that mainstream science still can't adequately address. Remote viewing, telepathy, precognition, and healing through intention all operate through electromagnetic frequency transmission. These aren't supernatural abilities, they're natural human capacities that have been suppressed through environmental interference and social conditioning. Tesla's wireless energy transmission experiments weren't just about providing free electricity to the world, though that was certainly part of his vision. He understood that unlimited spiritual energy could transform human civilization. When people have direct access to universal consciousness, they become naturally more compassionate, creative, and wise. Imagine a world where everyone could tap into this infinite source of spiritual energy. There would be no need for fossil fuels, pharmaceutical drugs, or centralized control systems. People would naturally heal themselves, solve problems through intuitive insight, and live in harmony with natural cycles. This is exactly what powerful interests feared most. The current economic system depends on scarcity, dependency, and ignorance. If people understood their true spiritual potential and could access unlimited energy directly from the universe, the entire control structure would collapse overnight. So they buried Tesla's discoveries and launched a campaign to convince people that spiritual energy doesn't exist. They promoted a materialistic worldview that denies the reality of consciousness itself. They flooded our environment with electromagnetic interference to cloud our natural spiritual perception. But the truth can't be suppressed forever. Independent researchers around the world are rediscovering Tesla's principles and developing new technologies based on his understanding of spiritual energy. Scalar wave devices, orgone generators, and consciousness amplification tools are becoming available to anyone willing to explore beyond mainstream limitations. You can begin reclaiming your spiritual sensitivity right now. Start by reducing your exposure to electromagnetic pollution. Turn off your Wi-Fi router at night. Keep your cell phone away from your body when possible. Spend time in natural environments away from power lines and electronic devices. Practice meditation regularly, especially during the early morning hours when electromagnetic activity is naturally lower. Focus on aligning your consciousness with the Earth's natural frequency through deep breathing and mindful awareness. Many people report enhanced intuition and spiritual insights when they maintain this practice consistently. Pay attention to the frequencies you allow into your environment. Certain musical tones, particularly those based on natural mathematical ratios, can help restore your energetic balance. Binaural beats designed to synchronize with beneficial brain wave patterns can also enhance your spiritual receptivity. Consider the quality of water you drink and the food you eat. Your body is largely composed of water, which acts as a conductor for electromagnetic frequencies. Pure, structured water enhances your ability to receive and transmit spiritual energy. Fresh, organic foods maintain higher vibrational frequencies than processed alternatives. Create a sacred space in your home where you can practice spiritual exercises without electromagnetic interference. Even a small area dedicated to meditation, prayer, or consciousness expansion can serve as a frequency sanctuary that amplifies your natural abilities. Tesla believed that humanity was destined to evolve beyond its current limitations through conscious interaction with spiritual energy. He saw technology not as a replacement for spiritual development, but as a tool to enhance our natural capacities for wisdom, healing, and creation. His vision included wireless communication systems that would connect human consciousness directly, eliminating the need for physical devices. He imagined healing technologies that could restore perfect health by realigning the body's electromagnetic field with its natural pattern. He envisioned energy systems that would provide unlimited power by tapping into the same universal source that fuels the stars. These weren't fantasies. They were logical extensions of the principles he had already discovered and demonstrated. Tesla understood that what we call miracles are simply natural phenomena operating through laws we haven't yet recognized or accepted. The suppression of Tesla's spiritual discoveries represents one of the greatest losses in human history. We've been denied access to technologies that could solve every major problem facing our civilization. Instead of evolution and expansion, we've been trapped in cycles of scarcity and conflict. But this situation is changing rapidly. The internet has made it impossible to completely suppress information. Independent researchers are sharing Tesla's principles and developing practical applications. People around the world are awakening to their true spiritual potential and learning to work with frequency and vibration consciously. The establishment's control depends on keeping people disconnected from their spiritual source. When you understand that you're not just a physical body but a conscious being with unlimited access to universal energy, you become impossible to control through fear, scarcity, or manipulation. This is why Tesla's message is more relevant today than ever before. As we face global challenges that seem impossible to solve through conventional means, we need to remember that we have access to infinite intelligence and unlimited energy through our spiritual connection to the universe. The technology exists to clean our environment, heal our bodies, and create abundance for everyone on Earth. What we lack isn't technical knowledge. It's the spiritual awareness to recognize our true potential and the courage to claim our birthright as conscious creators. Tesla showed us the way forward. He demonstrated that science and spirituality aren't opposites. They're different aspects of the same universal principles. When we combine rigorous investigation with spiritual insight, we discover possibilities that transform everything we thought we knew about reality. The time has come to reclaim Tesla's legacy and apply his discoveries to create the world he envisioned. A world where spiritual energy is recognized and harnessed for the benefit of all humanity. A world where consciousness is understood as the fundamental force that shapes our reality. A world where every person has access to the unlimited creative power of the universe. This transformation begins with individual awakening. As more people recognize their spiritual nature and learn to work with frequency and vibration, we create a resonance field that influences the entire planet. The changes we make in our own consciousness ripple outward, affecting everyone around us. Tesla's greatest discovery wasn't wireless electricity or radio communication. It was the recognition that consciousness itself is the ultimate technology, the source from which all other technologies emerge. When we master the frequencies of consciousness, we gain access to unlimited creative potential. The suppression of this knowledge has kept humanity trapped in a limited version of reality for over a century. But the truth is emerging, and nothing can stop its spread. We're entering an age where Tesla's vision of human potential will finally be realized. The spiritual energy Tesla discovered isn't just real. It's the most powerful force in existence. It's the energy that creates galaxies, sustains life, and connects every conscious being in the universe. And it's available to you right now, in this moment, waiting for you to recognize and claim it. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Tesla's hidden discoveries. If this information has opened your eyes to new possibilities, please share it with others who might benefit. Give it a like if you found value in what we've discussed, and subscribe to stay connected as we continue uncovering the suppressed truths that can transform our world. Remember, knowledge is only powerful when it's shared and applied. The future Tesla envision depends on each of us awakening to our true spiritual potential and using it wisely.